everybody, I'm Amber with Table Stories. Today we're going to be setting up the table setting called Flushing Harvest. And this is a nice setting because you can just remove this centerpiece in the future and use these dishes for really any other occasion. So this, depending on the length of your table, you can straighten this out or put a little curve to it like I did so that it doesn't hit your end folks. My table is a little bit small for 8 people and this is an 8-person setting, so I kind of had to squish it up. So then we're gonna take our center candle, and you will be receiving a brand new candle. We're gonna put it about in the middle here. I kind of like to put the leaves around it just to give it a little bit, like it blends in better. And then you have 5 tea lights that we are going to place out. You have 2 gold ones and 3 clear. So kind of just stagger those. And as always, I recommend that you light your candles prior to setting up your table scape, just so that you can enjoy it when it's done. I did send you extra candles so that you can do that. Just feels good to look at it when you're done. And then your placemat, just place it where you'd like your setting. And then your charger is this beautiful glitter bomb. And then your beautiful plate is going to go here. I always like to make sure that my design on the plate is the same on every setting. So on this one, I put the little flower with the little fuzzies up to the right hand corner. And I just think if you do that for every setting, it looks consistent and not like the design is different and all over the place. And then for your napkin, I do have a few pictures of a few options. The one I thought looked really cute with this is a bow. So I've sent these to you ironed and folded to start. And you're just gonna bend the front down so that your lace is on the right and your lace is in front of you. Bend that down and just go back and forth with it until you've squeezed up the whole thing. And you should end with one folding down. So you have the front down and the back down. And then I like to squish it in my warm hands just to give it a little bit of a press. And then push the napkin ring from the end that doesn't have the lace. I did find that was a lot easier. And then I set it in the center of the plate, running the tassels up so they stay down. And then just fan this out like a nice little bow. And it should just line up to the edges of your plate pretty nicely. And then you're gonna place your silverware. As always, only put out the silverware you're actually going to have your folks use. There's no need to have a bunch of random silverware laying around that nobody knows what to do with. So butter knife goes with the sharp blade in, and your spoon. And if you have soup, you're going to put your soup spoon in the middle here and this spoon on the outside. I am including that for you, but I'm not using it for this setup. And then your dinner fork is the larger fork. It goes next to your plate, and your celery fork goes next to that. And then your glass is just going to go up in the upper right hand corner. And there you have it. You have a beautiful Flushing Harvest table setting so you can impress your guests. And keep your candles lit. They'll stay lit for 8 hours. If you leave them on, just enjoy them. Blow them out if you leave the table, but have a good night.